get some light up in here. And that's a little too bright. Hey, everybody. Thank you so much. Let me fix this camera. This is too high. There we go. You know, it feels weird being back doing this. I know I'm starting early. I apologize for anyone who's waiting for 6 o'clock. I was supposed to work every day. I get late overtime, and I got off early today, but I still have something my wife needs me to do by 6:30, so I can't do it at that time. I'm hoping if you did not see it live, which is the best because then we get to communicate. That's the whole point of going live. You'll at least watch the replay. As we are going through 2 episodes, we got facts about each episode. We will laugh together, and also we will have trivia right in the middle. I'll do the 2 episodes, and in between we'll have trivia. I can't wait too much time because we got to get it rolling. And so, yeah, like I said, I had to start it early. Normally I would do it at this time, but with work, I never know. Last night I was out till 7:30, and so today I got off on time. So I'm able to start it up a little sooner because, like I said, I have other things scheduled later. So Sanford and Son, that's all you're going to see on this channel. If you've never seen our channel and you just happen to stop by and watch, who is this guy? What's he talking about? As you can see, everything is Sanford and Son themed. I am here basically in these live shows. I watch it here on my DVD. You watch it on your streaming service, your DVD, your Blu-ray, whatever it is at home. And we watch it together, and then we talk and laugh at the same time. And in the meantime, I will have facts. I will have character bios. I got notes written about these. Some of them you know by heart because we've done it so much. Other ones we don't. And yes, it's November. Please comment below if you are unlike me. My wife is totally opposite. She goes, you don't jump to the next holiday until you finish. And Thanksgiving is actually my favorite. Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday in the fact that it's football, family, and notice how I put football first. What a bad dad and husband. But football, family, food, and it's my favorite. And then I got Thursday off, Friday off, and the whole week after I get everything prepared for Christmas. But this month and next month I am putting on my Christmas jacket, my shirt, whatever it may be. And I got a bunch of surprises for Sanford and Son fans. I am in the work right now trying to get something for a Christmas Sanford and Son. I'm creating on my own. I'm writing it. I'm trying to put it all together. I'm excited. I hope it comes out well. It probably won't because like a lot of the other things I have. Thanksgiving. Oh, yeah, they should have. And that's a problem, Mike, is, hey, welcome, Mike. That's the problem, Mike, is when you have a show like this, remember they would, some of the new episodes, they would come on in January, like we're going to see today. This was mid-season, though. But sometimes they wouldn't be on at that time. But a Fred Sanford Thanksgiving with all the family, right? Even Lamont's side or, you know, Elizabeth's side, that would have been outstanding to see. But let me see if I can get this. I hate when there's glare. There we go. All right, so get your DVDs ready. We are going to, and this is a new thing we're going to do. I'm going to try to do it on Wednesday. Wednesday watch party, Sanford and Son. I know we had Friday nights, but sometimes Friday nights are such a huge hit and miss with me. But in this, we are basically going to go, we're starting from episode 1. And we'll just every Wednesday try to tackle 2 together to where we can talk, learn, and have a great time together. So how long is it? We'll wait another minute. Now, I do got some notes about this one as we go into Cross Swords. That is the first one ever. Aunt Esther's Raiders. Yeah, Mike, if Aunt Esther brought... No. Fred ain't having that. You can have Esther. You know, he might even tolerate her, but he's not having the whole Raider crew there. Them throwing those Bibles around for Thanksgiving. Fred would be like, nope, I'm watching NFL action. I'm eating turkey. Donna would probably make it. But in this one, we got Cross Swords, 7.7 out of 10. Now, a crazy fact, well, not crazy, but a fact still, it's the only, you know, we know it's taken from Steptoe and Son, right? That's the original British series. America took it, put its own spin on it, which in my opinion is better. I've seen both. Not a lot of Steptoe and Son. Hey, Tandy, good to hear from you. Nice to see you. You know, I always see the comments. It's now we have so many comments, and also on Facebook, I have so much where I'm trying to be active on there. So I will get to everyone's comment eventually. But it's great on these live shows. We get to touch base and say what's up. So in this Cross Swords, 7.7 out of 10. And a fun fact, it's the only one to share the same title. So every other remake that they took from Steptoe and Son, they actually changed the name in that to put a more whatever they wanted, a twist on what they want. But this one, Cross Swords, is the only one to share both this. Can you imagine if CBS, Sanford and Son, they actually went and tried out because the people were nervous. From everything I've read from research, originally they wanted to make it about an Italian family, and then the guy said, one of the guys from CBS said, hey, why don't we do it about a black family, and we'll go with that. And they're like, I don't when I'm on my live show. So with that, that would have been nuts if they had done that where they said, hey, there we go. What a mess. Comment below, did you hear me, everything I said? I was there talking still. I got a phone call and this stupid dimwits, it's probably some spam leaving voicemail, and my whole camera cut out, so I couldn't even see if anything was happening. What happened on your end? Mike, Tandy, somebody comment, let me know. You guys know what was going on. Anyways, I hate that. These stupid things, get out of here. Freezing, it was freezing. Thank you, Tandy. Yeah, and yeah, it's so very frustrating, especially on a phone call that if someone I don't even know wasted my time. All right, let's get to it. Cross swords. I got a couple facts on the actors we'll talk about as we see it. Let me get my earbuds in. Get yours on. It just kept repeating. Thank you, Tuna. Yeah, I don't know why. Yeah, I've never had that. I've had phone calls before, even voicemail, and I don't go and answer it. Hey, what's up, Seymour? Seymour. Every time I say your name, Seymour, I always think Seymour the lunatic. I always think when Grady goes, they got those Seymour clothes, and he's all, what kind of clothes are those? You see more of them than you do clothes. And when I say that, I'm not trying to think that I'm funny. I'm not funny. I'm laughing. I'm dying because Grady said it. And that's a lot of times when you hear me laugh, because I've had people comment and say, dude, you're not funny. You're never funny. And I'm like, I'm not funny. I'm not a comedian. I'm a guy who works, 50 hours a week. I'm just a guy who actually loves Sanford and Son. And the show, Sanford and Son, is what's funny. And I can't help but laugh every time I talk about it. You see more of them than you do clothes. All right, let me see if I can get the right earbud in. Go ahead and hit play. We'll start it up. You can start it up. Here we go. Cross swords. A good one. Cross swords is funny. It has some funny parts. But to me, it's not my favorite. Not my even close from season 1. Like I said, it gets 7.7 out of 10. That excels a lot of season 5 and maybe even season 6, even though I like 5 more. You work 45, 46. Okay. All right. But the next one, I like Happy Birthday Pop. We'll watch that after we do trivia. I like that way more than Cross Swords. Yeah, what do we got? We got things on 2 actors. Leon Alton, he's the one who does it. You grew up watching my dad, but now all the episodes. Yeah, they're on Peacock. I'm glad they did that. Originally, they used to be on Amazon, but it was weird. There was some episodes on Amazon that were taken off. And then you go back, and then I remember they were gone for a while because maybe Peacock had the rights. And then after so long, now they're back on Amazon. Although I don't think Sanford, that was on both. And it upsets me. I got them on DVD, but it upsets me that they only had like 10 episodes from Sanford when it's a 26 episode series. And they left some of the best ones off. Most of you already know this. The piano. Obviously, this is the only time they show piano in show history. I wonder why. I wonder why they didn't leave it more often in there. And they make Fred look... I love Fred acting like he's playing it. You see his hand moving like this, but it's him just like tapping it, and then he's cleaning. Although the piano, maybe it was too much of a All in the Family feel, right? And they want to separate from that. Like I was talking earlier, CBS, Sanford and Son went and did this pilot episode in front of All in the Family at CBS Studios, and they loved it. They loved it. Fat stuff. Nice, Mike. But yeah, he did that, and then they didn't pick it up. NBC did. CBS, man, can you imagine All in the Family back to back with Sanford and Son? And then they would have had to have done it just like the Jeffersons, which is a spinoff. They would have had to do it. Yeah, his truck does look pink. It was sold for big bucks. Oh, what, the piano? George, are you talking about the piano or the truck? Then they tried to get a new piano later in this season. The Piano Mover. That's one of my favorite episodes too, but on our channel, our community, a lot of people didn't love it as much. The piano, okay. Thank you, George. Yeah, he wouldn't even do anything. He just had his hand there. I know a lot of people give Lamont slack for being kind of grouchy in the first season. But obviously, it's the writers. They're copying the guy from Steptoe and Son. But I still laugh at Lamont. Regardless, I still laugh. Hey, what's up? How you doing, Dijon? Dijon Young? You're at work? Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, like I said, normally I try to do them. We got to do another live show. You're a member. We still got to do the members. We have Jeopardy round two. Actually, round three. Round three. The last one, Jim won that one. But we got to get the members only Jeopardy going too. I was cleaning. I like how the show changes. Fred dresses way more classier. Like there's like season 3, 4, 5. He's got way better shirts and he looks nice. This one they do kind of paint him as a guy who just kind of he looks like an old bum. Who's asking the mom what his dad does at this stage? Like that's stuff little kids ask. Like no one asks me right now, hey, what does your dad do? You just go, hey, Fred's ready to retire. Literally the next episode. How about you just tell him that? Hey, what's your old man do, Lamont? He's retired. Yes, he's gonna stay here for many years and then go to Alaska. When the heck does Lamont ever know anything about iron and steel? Yeah, he knows a lot about copper, right? That's one. That's one of our trivia questions we'll have about that episode. When we get to our trivia, he started out Greek. When we get to our trivia, everything will be based on. I've only seen like one episode, and then I saw a few clips. Seymour, I thought it was funny. I don't like it at all. I. That's what's cool about it. It's funny, but it's totally you can't compare them. Two different things. Red Fox also brought in a much bigger cast of characters than was ever on Steptoe and Son. And that one, I do feel like I sympathize more with. I don't remember the characters' names. The son, because in that one, the dad is more. He's more grouchy, and he always comes out on top. And I didn't see the movie, but I read about it, and it ends finally where the son kind of gets the last laugh. Intentionally he plans it. But I would say it's pretty decent. You know what I really like is Mind Your Language. Did you ever see that? Oh man, Mind Your Language is hysterical. Especially, I've only seen the first like 3 seasons of Mind Your Language. Go look that up on YouTube. I love that show. Now, why does he say that? Wayne had no company. They've been here for what? Since the mid four. There's the heart attack. That's what seals the deal. Oh man. Fred looks younger here now. I think they did a better job of portraying him to be older later on, because right here I would say he looks like he's mid 50s, and they're dressing him old, but he looks mid 50s. Season what is it 5? Even though he's only in real life like 4 years older, they portray him more as looking older. They do a good job. Oh, see when he walked out. I did a YouTube short on this. When he walked out, there was the container and the alcohol sitting on the table. When they come back, it's gone. Just a little minor mistake they made. Well, I don't know how they make a mistake like that. Same room, same bed, same underwear. But see, there's 7. That's what always drives me nuts. I wish we knew more about his family. We know his sister and Rodney, his brother-in-law. And then he mentions he had a brother, I think in the Copper episode. No, in the Copper episode, remember? He said, I ain't got no brother. I just got a sisters. So does that mean he had 9 of them? He had 8 sisters, or that's the mom and dad? They are. Lamont's got his own room. He's got a 2-story house. You better not make me trip and fall. I do feel bad for Lamont at the end of this. This is his ticket out of here. He treats him like a dog. He looks so excited. Don't you dare touch it. I wouldn't. If I'm Lamont, this thing would always be by my side, knowing how your dad is. I can't tell. So Lamont's an expert. See, he knows. He knows China, porcelain, steel, and copper. That's me, class. Yeah, thank you, Dejan. Why is he gonna call him crockery? Cross your lips. I lost again. Hello. There we go. I lost you again. Trying to get it's. I don't know if something's wrong at my house now. I didn't get a phone call that time. Hey. Uh-oh. Now it's showing me old messages. Is that old? Is that you, Tandy? Hello. I see you. I'm here, Tandy. I love Fred right here. White woman? Nothing. Ugly white woman? Ain't nothing on earth uglier than an old white woman. What's funny is this, when I saw this episode, I was like, this is proof that Aunt Esther had not existed yet in this universe. Because no way. See? Ain't nothing on earth uglier than a 90-year-old white woman. He still would have said Aunt Esther. Or the time he sees Fritzy Burr, remember the nurse? A white Esther. It's so weird watching season 1 after you watch season 3, 4. This feels a little slower paced, and there's less characters. That's the way they talk. Yeah, she don't know. She's a 90-year-old white. I don't think that's a ripoff. You big dummy. An old ugly white woman. Remember Fred in the one with the porcelain, the commode? Fred was mad because he felt like he scammed him, but now Lamont's being nicer and giving the money, and they're still going. Hey, what's up, Mike? Yeah, I lost the connection. Sorry, it was on my end, but I'm back. I'm at the part right now where Lamont is talking about selling it in Beverly Hills. He's so excited. They would have hit it big too. Lamont's got to learn, hey, his dad's 64. He should know, get your dad out of here. Don't let your dad come here and do this. Exactly, Seymour. Especially with the mules. Oh, the actor. Does anyone recognize this actor? He was in, his name is Leon. Oh, no, wait. William. Oh, no, he's none of them. I got the wrong one. Nope, that's it. There we go, yeah. This actor, his name is William Lanto. William Lanto. He was also in Andy Griffith, and I'm a huge Andy Griffith fan. He was the one who came to town and acted. He was called The Stranger in Town, where he acted like he knew everyone when he really didn't and no one knew anything about him. But he's a quirky guy, and I think in this one, he always plays this kind of parts. Yeah, he didn't steal it. He passed away in 1993 at the age of 70, and he did 90 movies and shows. So he was in 90 movies and shows. We got a guy in here later, I'll tell you, oh my gosh, over 300 movies or shows, and wait till I tell you the parts that he got. It was like, how are you, that's one of the highest we've ever covered on our channel. And wait, I got something that's wild about it. Sanford and Son. Sears Roebuck. Man, some of those places, it's crazy to think that Sears is not even in business anymore. He's got his pastor's name in it. Everything he just did, if you've ever gone to GameStop, which I used to and I still do with my kids, if you'd ever trade in a game, you'd have to do ID, thumbprint. Fred's got enough ID to where it's like, that's how you feel when you go to GameStop. And I get why they do it, right? For thieves trying to steal a bunch of games that belong to someone else. But you always got to keep track of them. Hey, Mike, yeah, you're about 2 minutes behind me. That's what we're watching right now. Where Fred just said the cross swords. That tells the whole story right there. Sold. $850. Fred is. You put $800 in front of Fred. He is ready now. We'll take it. We'll take it. I always love when Fred does that in any episode. We'll take it. We'll take it. I'm that guy on all the game shows. What is it? Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? What's the briefcase one? Deal or No Deal? As soon as they got a decent amount, I'm like to where I go, hey, that can change my life. 100 grand, 80 grand, 50 grand. We'll take it. I'm like, I'll take it. I would be horrible on those game shows. Montgomery Ward. Yeah, Mike. I know, those older places. I haven't been to Montgomery Ward. I don't know how long it's been closed, since I was a little kid. But Sears, the last time I went to Sears, jeez. I think when I bought my washer, and that was like 15 years ago. So, and I know they just went out of business within the last 6 years. But that's wild. He's taking it now. Price is Right. Price is Right is a little different. Usually you just try to earn stuff. But if you gave me a choice, I'm going for the car on Price is Right. See, Fred? We'll take it. We'll take it. This actor now who's doing the auctioneer. Does anyone remember what he was from? Was he in? What was that comedy soap opera? Oh, Soap. Was it called Soap? Comment below if you know. I can't remember if he was in Soap. I know he was in that show with John Ritter called Three's the Crowd, the spinoff of Three's Company. He was the father-in-law, but I can't remember if he was in Soap. Little body movements. When Fred... Soap, thank you, George. Yeah, see, I couldn't remember. I want to say Soap, but I haven't seen Soap since I was probably like 7 years old, and I didn't really know much about it. Oh, thank you, DJ. Yeah, thank you, guys. I had no clue. And now, on mine right now, Lamont's looking around doing signals. And Fred's like, what are you doing? Chester Tate. Oh, the Roper. Yeah, Roper's was way better than Three's the Crowd. The Ropers was not as good as when they were with Three's Company, but they were still the same funny people. And I think they played really well. The Ropers is a series I really enjoyed. Oh, right there. The guy that he's doing the deal with, the old man next to Lamont, his name is Leon Alton. He passed away in 1995 at the age of 88. He was in 307. You're at the auction now, Mike? Yeah, the guy that Lamont's bidding against who's doing the winks and all. Lamont's so funny how he keeps staring at him. If I'm that guy, I would be like, dude, do you mind not like staring at me? But his first movie show he ever did was 1936. It was uncredited. Of 307, I went through all of them. Almost all of them. Oh, Mr. Roper and Fred. Yeah, that would have been fun. Oh, that would have been a great combo to get them together. ABC and NBC never would have worked. That would have been fun, though. But he did almost all of them were uncredited. His first one was 1952. Some guy named Roscoe. But he did all these. So he was one of those guys who just stops by, is a background guy, or gets a scene like this and gets uncredited. What kind of career do you get from that? I wonder how much money you make on that. I mean, he did it for 300 times. Must have been enough to pay the bills. Lamont is so dumb. Yeah, Seymour, I know. Lamont's all pulling here. It's huge disappointment. I would be upset too. Lamont should have said, Pop, don't do anything. Even if you said get away, go outside. He should have said, Pop, I would. I know Fred. Right now, we all know Fred. We're going to say, go outside. Don't stay. 2000, dude. He's staring at him because he's trying to see if he's going to do it. It is, Mike. It is creepy. I would be like, can you stop staring? But Lamont's trying to see the wings and what he does. Stupid Fred. He's doing the 2000. Jim Lindsay, yeah. Goober. Yes, Tuna. I know Goober. I always like Goober. I like Gomer. They're both two different people. Like they're kind of like Curly and Chimp. I like them both a lot for their own things. But yeah, George Lindsay. What's happening, Tuna? Why'd you bring up George Lindsay? Yeah, now he's got to pay 10% commission. Stupid Fred. You know what Lamont should do now? Go give it to the guy at the salesman. No, Jim Lindsay is James Best. Who's James Best? Is that his real name? Or is that... Oh, Roscoe. Oh, is that from Roscoe? No, that was Cooter. Roscoe P. Coltrane. Roscoe P. Coltrane, he was in Andy Griffith as well. He was the guitar player. Yeah, Jim Lindsay. Oh, wait. Who was I thinking then? What's the name of Goober? I thought that was Jim Lindsay, his real name. Yes, Dukes of Hazzard. Now I know what you're talking about. I'm sorry, Tuna. Now I know what you're talking about. Watch right here when Lamont's yelling. Do you see Lamont when he's yelling? He was in the back. Oh, boy. Stupid Fred. That's what you're talking about, Tuna. Yeah, I messed it up. What is it? Oh, it's George Lindsay. George Lindsay is the name of the actor who plays Goober. That's what I thought you were talking about. Yeah, Jim Lindsay, the guitar player. Yeah, Roscoe P. Coltrane. When Fred drops it, the way he picked it up, it's like, come on, dude. He ain't that brittle hands. Look behind him, Mike. You can see when the doors open, you see someone walk by on the set. You can see someone. Fred's all, it slipped. My arthritis. You'd think his arthritis would have had it locked in, right? Like a seatbelt. My grandpa had bad arthritis. And I used to say, perfect for driving, Grandpa. Because his hands would just sit on there almost like a G.I. Joe man. They would just lock on the steering wheel. Oh, this is fun. A dried up zucchini. This is weird seeing Fred talk like that. Arthritis is good for Baron Fun. What's happening, Incredible Shrinking Fungus? Fungus this and fungus that. Every time I see your name, I always think of Rollo when he was mocking Fred. He said, why'd you have to stay and see it twice then? He said some old fool in front kept going, fungus this. I like when Fred's all. Hey, no, my name is Danny. Incredible Shrinking Fungus. My name is Danny. I just call the channel Red G Fox. I'm not Red. That's a disgrace to Red Fox. At no time have I ever been consider myself anything Red Fox. Thank you. Yeah, I'm Danny. The channel is that named after Red Fox, and then I put the G obviously for Fred G. Sanford, so people would know, put the connection that it's going to be all about Sanford and Son and about Red Fox in real life, other shows he's done. But yeah, I'm Danny. Right there, he's like, we haven't had our supper. I think this shows Red Fox's serious acting. He's done that a few times in the show, where he's kind of like sentimental and sincere. It shows the acting he had. Oh, yeah. Don't you dare tease me. You know how much I wish that. That's my goal, and I don't think I'll reach it. My goal was to make the channel fun and get a lot of subscribers in a big community. We have that, but I would love to get. I don't know how to get 100,000 subscribers You know, because it's going to take years. So I don't know if I'll be doing it that long. We'll see. But that would be, if I ever got 100,000 subscribers, that would send me through the roof. But I'm not holding my breath. But hey, that's a good one. That's a good one. This is such a good sign. Edwin Brown always does this. He points it out to where they always milk this, and they are like a married couple, Fred and Lamont. The rifle. I know, that's what I don't want to remove this. I love this. I'd put it probably right here out of the way. Because this is my kids. Oh, this is also a game room. If you could turn the camera around, you have a bed for one of my grandsons, a bunch of Ninjago stuff, video games right here with a TV. You can see the basketball hoop. It's for my grandkids. We call it the game room. Used to be my daughter's room, and then she got married and is gone, and so we turned it to the game room for all the rest of the kids. Yeah, Mike, and it's a good scene, Mike, the way he says it. And then, yes, right, Seymour. It's all about how they set him up, and I do like Lamont becoming nicer, but I still prefer season 1 and 2 Lamont than season 6. I like season 6, but they just didn't give him much to do. He would just come in, read a few lines, and he didn't have a lot of emotion like we saw in here. I mean, you watch season 1 and 6, you feel like Lamont, and I get it, in that time he would mature, but you feel like they're two different people. Fred still feels like Fred, but a little more I Love Lucy type, a little goofy. All right, so that is it with that one. Happy birthday, Pop. And then we still got, cross swords. I keep calling it Happy Birthday, Pop's one of my favorites. We gotta get the trivia and then the cross the next episode, because I got to get out of here soon to help my wife with our travel ball tournament we're hosting this weekend. Okay. Let me take this out before the next one. Trivia time. If you are here right now, this is how it works. Usually I always say, like when we do the Jeopardy one, I would say put any letter. Just almost like a buzz in. Right now you don't have to buzz in. Maybe, because then that'll help someone who's the faster typer. Yeah, you push any letter, number, doesn't matter. As soon as your name pops up. Oh, you do? You do? Yeah, that makes sense. Violent Lamont. I mean, he was a little more, like I said, he had more emotion, and you felt like a kid or a guy who'd been living with Fred his whole life dealing with this. The other Lamont feels like if he had moved away 10 years and then came back and was just happy to be around his dad. You know, a lot of times he didn't really seem like he dealt with so much garbage his whole life. So trivia, I'll ask the question. The first one that puts a letter, number, whatever, you don't have to answer it. I'll call on you. And then it'll go in order. If you get it wrong, it goes to the next one. So we only got a couple questions. And it's all to do with season 1. So here we go, trivia time. Okay, here we go. What other time did the actor Jack Manning, he was the man in the restaurant talking to Fred in Happy Birthday Pop, appear in Sanford and Son? So Jack Manning, he was the one in the Chinese restaurant where Fred shows him his hat, talks about it being his birthday. What other episode did he appear in Sanford and Son? Not Sanford. He was in Sanford, but we're not talking about that. Just Sanford and Son. You can. All right, DJ. DJ's first. George, you're right after. Go ahead, DJ. If DJ gets it wrong, George, you get a second chance, or you get a shot. See, that way this gives it a chance to type it. If we have to type the whole answer, the first one to type it, sometimes the faster typer gets the question. I like it better when you just throw out a thing and we call upon that person. Jack Manning. I like him. It's funny, in the episode Sanford. Yes, DJ got it. DJ, he's won a tournament before. I know he's good at that. George, excellent. Good speed. We only had 2 guys buzz in. I bet you a dozen donuts, George would have known that as well. So you are correct. Lamont as Othello. Good job, DJ. All right. Next question. Name the second episode we saw the Chinese waiter in. That ain't no girl's father. That ain't his father. Oh, Incredible Shrinking Fungus. Go ahead. He buzzed in first, right after he was talking about Jack Manning. Name the second episode we saw the Chinese waiter in. George, you're next if Incredible Shrinking Fungus does not get it. Yeah, I love that one in Sanford. When he goes to get out, he's all, hey, how about you buy a gold watch? DJ, you'll be after George if Shrinking Fungus. Correct. That's the correct episode. I'm going to give you a point for that. You get a point. Incredible Shrinking Fungus. George, you will get a point as well if you can name the episode. So, George, you're up. That's okay. I'll give you a point still because that is the correct one. George, you get a shot. Name the episode and you get a point. Pops and Pals. No. All right, DJ, you're up next. Not Pops and Pals. Which one is Pops and Pals? Now I know that one. I hope I know what I'm talking about. Yeah, no, I know it's the right one. Go ahead, DJ, you there? Do you remember the name of the episode? Yes, there we go, DJ. George, yeah, it was Watt's Side Story when he took out Julio's sister. And it was referencing West Side Story, obviously, the Sharks and the Jets and the tension. And yeah, like Incredible Shrinking Fungus, that was probably one of my favorite interactions with Leroy and Skillet when they come in. La cucaracha. He's like, let's let her be alone with the Spanish-speaking teacher. Oh, man, that was so good in that one. Correct. Good job, guys. All right. How many total episodes were there for Season 1? Episode 20, Season 2. Okay. How many total episodes were there for just Season 1? Go ahead, Incredible Shrinking Fungus. Mike, you're wrong, but you're supposed to put in a letter first. You're wrong, but it's close. 12, incorrect. DJ, you're up. It was not 12. And you're right, though. It was a short season. They came in at the halfway point. You got it, DJ? Might as well throw a guess out there. How many episodes? I hope you're not looking this up. 8. No. Oh, good try. The closest so far was Mike with 13. DJ, Incredible Shrinking Fungus at 12. The correct answer is 14. We'll move on to the next one. There was 14 episodes, with the 14th being the Piano Mover. Probably one of my favorite, other than Coffins for Sale, of Season 1. So that is it for that one. Here we go. Next question. When Fred... Oops. Oh. What friend of Fred makes his series debut in Coffins for Sale? Everyone knows this. Everyone knows this. I still had to ask it, right? You got to ask questions that are still fun. All right, Seymour. Seymour's first. Incredible Shrinking Fungus. You're right behind him if he does not get it. If he does not get it, I would be shocked. I would be shocked. Yeah, Melvin. DJ, you were in there too. Yeah, Melvin. George. That's why I said all you guys would have known this. Once we hear Coffins for Sale, everyone knows it's Melvin. One of my favorite friends. I really wish in real life he could have stayed along. I know he got a better deal in Vegas, $1 million contract. I'm out of there too, but I wish he could have stayed. All right, let's get to some more. Here we go. We got 4 more. What episode does Lynn Hamilton make her debut? Name the episode. No points for describing it this time. Name the episode where Lynn Hamilton makes her debut. All right, Seymour, you're up. Seymour's got a point. DJ's got a point. Shrinking Fungus has a point. DJ, you get next guess if Seymour doesn't get it. Yes, there you go, Seymour. A pad for Lamont. Mike, you had it close. I think I would have still... you had a Lamont's pad. You know, it's the same thing. But I think I would have probably given it to you still. Sister spitting on Lamont's... Yeah, Incredible Shrinking Fungus. All right, so 2 points. Way to go, DJ. Or no, Seymour. Seymour, I'm sorry. DJ's always good. Everybody on here has always been really good at the past trivias we've had. That's why I'm like... But yeah, it is a very good episode. All right. Here we go. Next question. Still all Season 1. Can you name the funeral director that stops by in Coffins for Sale? One of the best. It was voted on our channel, best episode. All right, Incredible Shrinking Fungus. Can you tie Seymour and go 2 points? You get the first choice. Yeah, DJ, good try. I know you would have got it. You've won before. Nelson B. Davis, I heard that one at a mortician's convention. I love him. I love the actor who plays him. Yes, Mike, Nelson B. Davis. Good job. So 2 points we got. Yeah. Cold Hands, Warm Chapel. Yeah. Man, I love seeing these quotes. They're always so funny, man. Every time when I read them, whenever I post shorts or trivia or other just comments and I see them, even if I don't respond to all of them because there's a lot, I always die laughing like I am now. They're so funny. That's what I love about the show is that other shows, I really enjoy The Office, Andy Griffith, older ones. But Andy Griffith, you drop a quote, maybe something from Barney, I might laugh. But nothing makes me laugh and I actually read it, right? When I read Cold Hands, oh, he did? I knew he was on Good Times. I didn't know he did that. Yeah, when he leaves the hat on the table. Oh, no! Fred goes crazy. But yeah, excellent for computer pass. Now, I've never thought of that. I should have thought of that. Because I have like 100 passwords for all the things I do. That was funny. Now, that'll get you some business. Right, DJ and Seymour? You both said it at the same time. Now, that'll get you some business when Fred says that afterwards. All right, here we go. Next question, because I got to get to the next episode. I don't even know what time it is. Oh, my gosh. What are the two main foods left for Lamont and Fred when they're trapped in the home in the Great Sanford Siege? Fred has two main foods, what they can survive off of, because they can't get out of the house in the Sanford Siege. DJ, let's go, DJ. He can get 2 points. Incredible Shrinking Fungus, you will go next. Seymour, DJ, Seymour, Shrinking Fungus, both have 2. DJ has 1. He has a chance here to tie it. 3-way tie. Here we go. It's difficult when we do this, the trivia one, on our members only, because everyone's got to write what is, who is, what is this. And it's fun. It's fun doing a Jeopardy. Pork and beans and zucchini. Yeah, Mike. Pork and beans, and we need zucchini. Hey, thank you so much. Thank you, Arnold. Oh, my gosh. Carrie Arnold, that's amazing. That's the first time I've ever got any kind of donation, tips, thanks. So I really appreciate that. That is a groundbreaking moment for our channel. First time in over a year that someone's actually given a tip and a thank you. So I appreciate that very much. Yeah, that'll be great. I do, like I said, I'll tell my wife, because she's always like, hey, do you have to do these live shows? We got lives to live. And I go, yeah, but she's all, for what, 2 people? She'll mock me sometimes, and I don't care. I go, I don't care if there's 2 people or 1 people. We have a good time. It's Sanford and Son, and then we get people, first time, now we got a tip. Now she might be going, oh, maybe you should do more of those live shows, and you'll get more tips. But I do thank you so much. Thank you. I really do appreciate that. It's something I've never gotten, and I didn't ever expect it. It is. So thank you. I hope you are a subscriber. If not, you come back, because we have many other live shows. I'm going to start doing them again. I got done with flag football. I was coaching and doing that, so it took a lot from it. Thank you, Incredible Shrinking Fungus. I do appreciate all the subscribers, all the comments, all the shares. And go to Facebook. Check us out on Facebook. I do similar things as there as well. This channel's bigger, but on Facebook, Fred G. Sanford, it's more of more posts than anything. Thank you, Seymour. Thank you. Yeah, well, you're a member. It's a huge help when I get a community like this, like I said. Because, it sucks because we can't. I would love to just show the episodes, full episodes, and talk all day or laugh and share it, but I obviously can't. But I wish I could buy Sony. That would be my next goal. Buy Sony so I have the copyrights to Sanford and Son. Here we go. So now we got a 3-way tie. This is it. This is going to decide it. And we talked about Copper Caper. This is what it comes down to. So 3-way. Yeah, thank you, DJ. Yeah, that's what I wanted. I was like, I want to do a channel where it's just Sanford. And I've had actually people come on when we first started, where it was like 50 subscribers, and random people would say, what is this channel? They're all, and I go, oh, it's about Sanford and Son. They're all, yeah, I didn't think there was an audience for that. They didn't even think, who cared? You're not going to get that. And I'm like, I beg to differ. The Sanford and Son official channel has over 200,000 subscribers. People love Sanford and Son. This show used to get 15 million a week. Now, some of those people have passed on. That was the 70s. But you got people like my age, and I'm trying to get it to my kids, the generations, and always keep it. Because the show, man, I ramble too much. The show is timeless, as Nathaniel Taylor. You watch Sanford and Son. Right now, we watch one. It looks like a rundown house. But I go for a living. I go into homes. That house does not look like it's so dated. I watch All in the Family. I go, that looks like a 60s house. That looks like a 70s house. You know, I watch Sanford and Son, their outfits. I don't see something, you know, their outfits look like they can walk down the neighborhood now. Fred and Grady can walk down the street. Bubba, other than Bubba's loud outfit when they go to the game show. But their outfits are, you know, everything just looks like it could be nowadays. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I hate when they cut stuff out. All right, here we go. Final question. I've been delaying it long enough. In the Copper Caper, the thief, the salesman, right? The guy who steals the copper and tries to sell it to him. He starred in another major movie. You know, he did other roles. What was that major movie? See if you can get the wavelengths I'm thinking. He did a lot of things, but there is nothing as big as this movie. He was one of the starring people in that movie. Not the lead, but he was in that. Can anyone guess? What kind of crowd do we have? It was made around the same time as Sanford and Son. Could have been actually before, a little bit before Sanford and Son. So it's an older movie. It's not in the 80s, not in the 90s. But can anyone tell me? Yeah, no one's answering. I know this because of my daughter, you know, myself as a kid growing up. I don't know the ages of everyone. Some of you might have been older where you didn't watch it. Old Blue Eyes. What did he start? Old Blue Eyes. Oh, man. Yeah, George, you didn't. Yeah, see, that's what's so funny. It's funny how when we have different things where I've had people on here, you guys are telling me people from I've watched Good Times, but not religiously, not like this. And George, you were telling me Nelson B. Davis, the actor, he was in owned a bank. See, it's like I'll hear those and I go, oh, I had no idea. You know, I didn't watch that at that time. No, good try, DJ. It's a mad, mad, mad world. That was a good guess. Now, anybody know? Yeah, you can keep taking guesses. If not, we have a three-way tie, which is okay. And then we got to get to the next episode. I'm putting it on now. While we're still waiting, I'll put it on Happy Birthday Pop. I'll probably skip the opening credits, too. Because I got to hurry up. My wife's going to come home and be like, will you get your butt in gear? All right. Happy Birthday Pop. This is honestly one of my... Oops. I can't skip the credits. Oh, man. Nope. I forgot on this one it skips the DVD season 1. You skip the credits, it skips the entire episode. I forgot that. So now I'm wasting more time by not just playing the episode. All right, Happy Birthday Pop. Superfly. The Incredible Shrinking Fungus. No, I'll tell you guys the answer. It was not Superfly. No, sorry, DJ. The answer is Willy Wonka. He was the dad. He was the used car salesman. His daughter was Violet, who chewed the gum and then turned into a big blueberry, and she chewed the gum all the time. That was her father in that one. I want to say that was somewhere in the late 60s, early 70s, but before this. But yeah, Violet Beauregard. And he was the fast-talking car salesman. Blazing Saddles. Oh, man. That's another great movie. Something that they would never make something like that today. I haven't seen Blazing Saddles, though, since I was like 11. My dad used to make me watch older shows like that. Even if I didn't get the jokes, you know, he would still make me watch it. But that's a great movie. He could have been in Blazing Saddles. That I don't think he was. I'm not sure. But the answer was Willy Wonka. Oh, you never seen it, Seymour? See, that's what I'm saying. Some people in here might have been. I saw it as a kid a few times, but I liked it, but it wasn't on all the time. Once I had my daughter, who's now in her 20s, but once I had my daughter, watched it 50 times with her. That's why I know it so much. And then my youngest two watched it as well. So that's why. Yeah, see, DJ, now it hits you, right? You're like, oh, yeah, that's him. Oh, this is the one where Fred, watch. Here's one of the mistakes. See Fred's glasses? He puts them on. They're like gold, silver wire. And then I think this is the episode. Maybe not. And then he goes back to it again. Maybe that's at the end. She did, Shrinking Fungus. She totally got what she deserved. No, this ain't the episode. There's one where he puts on the wire frames and he talks, and when it comes back, they're those thick black ones. Happy birthday to Fred. Poor Fred. Can't retire. Happy birthday, Dad. Oh, is that what it was? Thank you, DJ. Thank you. Yeah, because our channel did a video on that where all season 1. I'm still working on season 2, but Now that, Fred, I agree. If you were standing in person, Fred, you wouldn't have to wait if you were white. Especially in that time, I agree. But on the phone, they don't know. That's still so funny, though. Yeah, see, Social Security. I'll be getting that in about... Nah, I still got some time. I can retire in 10 years, but I can't get Social Security for a while, more than that. I can't wait. I can't wait for retirement. People, I talk to people who retire. Some say, hey, find something else to do. I got 100 hobbies. Heck, I might still be doing this channel and I could do it full time. But I still want to do so many things. So I cannot wait to retire. Hopefully I live long enough. Got to stay in good health. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. that's right. Kara, how do I pronounce your name? Kai. So would the A be A sound? Kayron? Is it Kayron? Chiron? Kayron? I've never seen that name before. That's an interesting name. But yeah, when he says TV, terrific body. T-A-I. So it'd be Taeyon? Taeyon? See if you can spell it out for me in how it would sound if it was a long word, or what the sound, you know how they break it down, like when you look up the definition of a word, so I can get it right. Come on, Fred. You think your son forgot your birthday at 65? Oh, like Byron with a K. Oh, Chiron. There we go. Okay. Chiron. All right, thank you. That's an interesting name. I've never heard that. Chiron. Chiron. I've heard Kyren from only because the Rams, the running back for the Rams, Kyren Williams. But Chiron and Kyren. Man, those are cool names. I like Kyren. So Chiron. Well, thank you, Chiron, for joining. I'm glad you found the channel. Unless you've already been here before. Like, I don't, sometimes I know, but if you just happen to find it today, thank you. Fred's like a little kid. Happy birthday. Oh, one of my favorite. When he gets the card. Happy birthday, Pop. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Pop. That's a nice hat. I know. Lamont, will you hush? These are back. Dad. I know. How come you always call me Pop? He's all... Remember, what episode is that? That's in season 5 or 6. Remember, he says, Dad. He calls him Dad. Oh, you... All right. Cool, Chiron. I had a hat like this once that got run over. This makes me look queer. Did they edit that? I haven't seen this episode on Peacock. You don't want to look like a cop in this neighborhood. Wouldn't be too good for this neighborhood. Yeah, he looks like a gangster. Yeah, see? I don't get, yeah, you don't want your dad to look queer. I don't see why you'd be offended if he said that makes me look white. I'm not offended. He doesn't want to look white. He doesn't want to be like me. I get it. That's, to me, I'm like, I don't get, if he said, oh, I don't want to be this, I don't want to, everyone's different, but I think it's too sensitive. Too sensitive. For sweating. Even Lamont's laughing. Oh, yeah, Scatman Crothers. That's one of the best. But see, we always had that. We never seen the hat again. Oh, we did. We saw the hat again. Remember, he wears it several times. I'll have to, I can't remember offhand, but he's worn this hat again. Incredible Shrinking Fungus. Does he wear, watch. I know he has a brown one too later, but he has this gray one. Oh, when he's with Donna. Remember, he's one with Donna. Yeah, Incredible Shrinking Fungus. I'll look at it. But I know there's one where he's walking back with Donna, and I can't remember if he has it on when they're in the car and they're being romantic, when they're supposed to talk about getting married. But there's several where I've seen it again. Happy birthday. Dad, thank you. Thank you, George. I kept saying happy birthday, Pop. It's because it's the card. Remember, I'm a guy who, when I buy cards, I'll buy them blank, and I fill out the whole thing. I'm very sentimental, so I'll write everything. Lamont, he just bought the card, but obviously it why does he get so mad? Happy birthday, Dad. Thank you, George, for correcting me. Yeah, if I were king, if I were king. Yeah, and he does the hat thing. I love that scene. That's another great one, rated X. But Scatman Crothers, that one's amazing, Chiron. That one's awesome because, but the big debate is I like how they sing. And when he's walking, he's walking. My mom loves that scene. The mobster guy. What do you like more, the Scatman Crothers, him and a doobie doop a doop a doop a doobie doop, or when they sing la di da te la di dum tis autumn? That's my favorite. But when I put it in polls, the Scatman Crothers always wins as the favorite song because I think because they do a better job. But I like the ukulele and I love Fred singing in that song. I agree with the oh, my light died. I agree with Lamont. I agree with Lamont in the fact that, let's see. Oh man, it keeps dying. Oh well. Thank you. But with the card, the way he writes it up, I agree. Tis autumn. All right, you do like it, finally. I mean, we get people who say it, but usually when we've actually watched that episode, most people like the Scatman Crothers, and it is more popular. But I'm like, I've always loved Tis Autumn with Smiley Rogers. That is such a great, yeah, when he does that. Seymour, la-di-da, tis dummy. That's a great one. Hey, you know what's funny? I saw today on the Sanford and Son official channel, they asked a trivia question where it was, what is Fred always called Lamont, right? Yeah, there is so many ones, Seymour. Tis Incredible Shrinking Fungus, that's good. But when they ask the question, what does he say? And the answer is obviously Big Dummy. But I'm like, and then some people are on there, they're like, dude, can you ask a harder one? That's like asking 1 + 1 is 2. And I agree. Usually their channel can do some decent questions and some very, very bad ones. But they should have asked, how many times did he say Big Dummy to just Dummy? That would have been a tough one. That's one where it's just a guess. But I'm like, it's frustrating. Because you're like, there's so many questions. There's so many quotes that you can put and ask questions to bring up fun memories. And I think sometimes whoever's running the Sanford and Son official channel, some of their questions, I think they kind of fumble the ball on that. I think they can ask better questions. I think they can do more posts promoting lines, episodes. That's what our channel does. And I think, and they got way more resources. I think they should do a better job with that. Fred's talking about how excited he is taking a taxi, and no one's even going to the hospital. And we've had this debate. Other guys who have watched the show with us when they've come on, from John, Share Money, Edwin, to Clyde. We haven't seen Clyde forever. I mean, he still comments, but I never see him on a live show. They always say the same thing. Goodness, she tried to leave a voicemail. She knows I'm doing a show. Still not recording. There we go. My wife tried to leave a voicemail. She knows I'm doing a show. She's going to have to wait. But when he does right there, Fred's all, Lamont's all, hey, this ain't no honky tonk bar. And he's all, looks like a bunch of honkies to me. I don't get offended. That's a fact. And like this. Yeah. And she's, yeah, thank you. Don't interrupt the host. She just tried to call again. She keeps freezing my live show. Bottle bill, make me burp. That's another quote, right? When you hear people say, make me burp, instantly you think of Fred Sanford. But why didn't Lamont let him get a Shirley Temple? There's something wrong with getting a Shirley Temple. He wants stuff. Lamont has the right heart. He's paying for it. Then let him get what he wants. Right, George? You know what he did, George? He glued the porcelain, the china, or the porcelain back together, and he sold it for $10 to that one guy. How would you like one? Cross your lips. All right, here we go. This guy talking. This actor. His name is, what did he play in this one? His name is Jimmy, oh no, his name is Eddie Carroll. Eddie Carroll. He passed away in 2010 at 76. He did 46 shows and movies. Now, what I love is that he did the voice of Jiminy Cricket. Now, not the original Pinocchio, obviously. That was older, because his first show was in 1963. Now she's trying to text me. Hey, Samuel! Come here! I got to tell my son to... Oh, he can't. He can't. Oh, my gosh. Never mind. You can't do nothing. I was going to have you text Mom, but you don't have anything. But Jiminy, he did the voice of Jiminy Cricket in video games and a bunch of movies, and I love Jiminy Cricket. So when we hear this guy, just so you know, in a lot of movies later on, he did the voice of Jiminy Cricket. $2.50. I wish the drinks are $2.50 now. That soda costs more than that at food restaurants. See? He could have got it. And I agree. Fred could have got what he wanted, a half a case. Let him get it. Oh, wow. I love that. Yeah. Fred's 100% right. Let me get some hotcakes if we're going to do that. Let me see if I can get more light on here. Yeah, $2.50, and it's an alcoholic drink. Get yourself a pinball machine. They need a pinball machine in here. And I'm sorry, we've done this live show before, but like I talked about at the beginning, anyone seen Musical? No, I haven't seen him. Is it called For Sale? No. The last musical I went to, and I took my daughter, was Wicked. Absolutely loved it. I like musicals. But in person, the only one I've seen recently was Wicked, and that was like 10 years ago. Fiddler on the Roof. If you love Fiddler on the Roof, more power to you. Very boring to me. I can never get past 20 minutes. I've seen it twice. I can't get past 20 minutes. I fall asleep every time. Muscatel. I gotta get a case of Muscatel. Oh, I didn't know that, Chiron. I didn't know that. I've seen that movie. Like I said, my dad used to make me watch everything. Oh, Muscatel. I thought you said musical. Muscatel, you said. Yeah. Oh, that's funny. I messed that up. But yeah, Chiron, I did not know that. I seen that movie when I was a kid. But when I saw it, I never watched Sanford and Son yet. So I had no idea who Esther is and anyone else who made Scatman Crothers. Marsha Dillon, don't complain. He pulls out a gun and... Yeah, see? See more? Exactly. Like I said, if you love it, go for it, because there's people who don't like the movies or shows I like. But I absolutely... Well, they're going to have to wait a little bit. I got about... Huh?
How much longer?
Like 5 minutes?
You could have just met us over there. I know he's wasting his practice. Heck.
See? All right. Okay, wait. I'll be there. It looks like I'm going to have to go, guys. You'll have to watch the rest on my own. I apologize. I do apologize, but I got to go. It's for my son's baseball, and we got a travel ball tournament. I have to go help set everything up at the snack bar. But, yes, get some cartoons. Fiddler on the Roof. You don't tell. You don't tell me. But exactly. And with this one, and this is my favorite part, the Chinese restaurant, when Fred sits down, and when he tries to bring him right here, you can see Fred look at the money. He's trying not to laugh when they bring the food later. 3 chairs? All right, guys. I'm sorry. I have to get out of here. Yeah, I was supposed to only be an hour. It's already been an hour and 5 minutes. I'm over. Thank you very much for everyone who stayed and watched. I enjoy it. We're going to do this again soon. Sometimes Friday, live show, and sometimes Wednesday, watch party. But thank you for everybody. I had a blast. I hope you did as well. Chiron, thank you again for the tip. I appreciate it. Very kind of you guys. And thank you for everyone for subscribing, watching. And, hey, hopefully one day I will get 100,000 subscribers. But if I do, it's because all of you and everyone else. It's not something I did. Thanks a lot. Thank you, Incredible Shrinking Fungus. Good enough for Chinatown. Talk to you guys later. Peace.